Hello students, I hope you all are doing well. So today in this video we are going to cover the chapter 2nd, how the dog found himself a new master. So this chapter is basically about the dog and how the dog became the pet animal for the humans, how the relationship between the dog and the humans developed over the centuries, and how the dog basically became a pet animal. Nowadays you can see that in most of the houses dogs can be easily seen. They are domesticated by the human beings. They like to live under the control of humans, unlike most of the other wild animals. So earlier the dogs, they also used to be wild animals. They also used to live in jungles, in forests. But then how it happened that the dog became the most loyal pet animal for the human, we will read in this chapter. So let's begin the chapter. You may know that the dog and the wolf are closely related. You may also know something about how over the centuries human beings have domesticated and tamed wild animals. Domesticated here means to make any animal as your pet, and tamed means again to enslave the wild animals, to make them your slave, to control them. So, here is a story about how the dog became a tame animal. So here this chapter is about the dog, how the dog became a tame animal. A tame animal means how the human beings, they enslaved the dogs, how they made the dog their slaves. So now come to the chapter. Dogs were once their own masters and lived the way wolves do, in freedom, until a dog was born who was ill pleased with this way of life. So what happened earlier, the dogs, they also used to live freely just like wolves, and they were their own masters. But what happened, there was a dog, once a dog was born and he was ill pleased. Ill pleased means he was not happy with his way of life, he was not happy with his freedom. He was sick and tired of wandering about by himself. Wandering means moving aimlessly from one place to another. About by himself, looking for food and being frightened of those who were stronger than he. So this dog, he was very bored and he was very tired of moving here and there and finding food on his own, and then getting frightened. Frightened means scared. Okay, so and he was also like bored of this thing, then that he always have to be scared of the animals who were stronger than he. So that's why he didn't like his life and he wanted a change in his life. Now come to the second paragraph. He thought it over and decided that the best thing for him to do was to become the servant of one who was stronger than anyone on earth, and he set out to find such a master. So what he thought, an idea came in his mind, and he decided that it's better to serve the person who is the strongest person on this earth. So this way his life would become easier. Now come to the next. He walked, and he met a kinsman of his, a big wolf, who was as strong as he was fierce. So he was in search of a master whom he can serve and who can be stronger than him, who is the strongest on this earth, so that he does not have to be scared of anyone else. So he walked, he was searching, and then whom he met? He met a kinsman of his. Kinsman means any relative, okay? So, and who was that kinsman? Who was that relative? A big wolf who was as strong as he was fierce. Fierce means very violent and very frightening. So, this wolf was very strong as well as he was very fierce, also very aggressive, very violent, very strong. Where are you going, dog? The wolf asked. So, the wolf asked the dog that where are you going? Where he was going. I'm looking for someone to take up service with. Would you like to be my master, wolf? So the dog replied that I'm looking for someone to take up service with. Means I'm looking for my master. Would you like to be my master? And then he asked the wolf that would he like him to be his servant, and would he like to be the master of the dog? I don't see why not, the wolf said, and this agreed upon. The two of them went on together. So the wolf replied, of course, why not? I would like to be your master. And they both agreed. And then they both started moving together. Now come to the fourth paragraph, students. They walked, and all of a sudden the wolf lifted his nose, sniffed, darted quickly off the path and into the bushes, and crept deeper into the forest. The dog was much surprised. Now what happened when they moved further? All of a sudden what happened? The wolf lifted his nose and he sniffed. Sniffed means smelled. And darted quickly means moved quickly. Off the path, they were moving, and suddenly what the wolf did, it smelled something and it moved quickly to the other way and into the bushes. It moved quickly into the bushes and crept deeper into the forest. Crept means to move very slowly and carefully so that no one can see you, no one can notice you. And crept deeper into the forest, and the wolf moved very slowly into the forest so that no one can see him. So the dog was very much surprised by such kind of behavior of the wolf. He thought that the wolf is the strongest animal on this earth, and now he was completely safe. But now, by seeing such type of behavior, the dog was quite surprised. What's come over you, master? He asked. What has frightened you so? So the dog, out of curiosity, he asked the question to his master that what's come over you? Why you are so frightened? Can't you see there's a bear out there and he might eat up both of us, you and me? So the wolf replied, can't you see? There is a bear and he might eat both of us. So it shows that bear was stronger than the wolf, and the dog wanted to serve the strongest animal on this earth to be completely safe. So when the dog heard the reply, he changed his mind to serve the wolf. See, now come to the fifth paragraph. Seeing that the bear was stronger than the wolf, the dog decided to take up service with him, and he left the wolf and asked the bear to be his master. So, what the dog did? The dog left the wolf, and then he went to the bear and he asked the bear that would he like to be his master. The bear agreed to this readily, and the bear also agreed very quickly and said, let us go and find a herd of cows. I'll kill a cow and then we can both eat our fill. So then what the bear said, now let us go and find a herd of cows. Herd of cows means a group of cows. Group of cows is known as herd of cows. We don't say group of cows, we say herd of cows. So they started to walk in search of herd of cows, and then he said, I'll kill a cow and then we can both eat our fill. So that the bear can kill a cow and then they both can have their fill. Eat our fill. Eat our fill means to eat enough that one is no longer hungry. So I hope you have understood, students. Now come to the next paragraph. They walked on and soon saw a herd of cows, but just as they were about to come up to it, they were stopped by a terrible noise. Now what happened? The dog and the bear, they moved on towards the herd of the cows. They were searching for the herd of cows, and as they saw a herd of cows, suddenly something happened. Okay, they heard a terrible noise. They were about to reach near the herd of the cows, but suddenly they were stopped by a terrible noise, by a very strange noise. And terrible means very fearful noise. The cows were mooing loudly and running in a panic in all directions. Panic means fear. And what happened? The cows, they were mooing. Mooing means the sound of the cattle, and they were mooing loudly. They were making sounds loudly, and they were running in fear here and there in all the directions. Now come to the next paragraph. The bear looked out from behind a tree. Now the bear, he tried to peep out. Okay, peep out means when you hide yourself behind something and you try to look out from behind a tree, and then he too ran hastily deeper into the forest, and then he also started running hastily means very quickly deeper into the forest. Why? Because he was also scared of something. Now what was it? We'll see. Now you can see the picture. The cows are running here and there. The bear, he is behind the tree and he is trying to peep out. He is also trying to look out that what's the problem, what's the situation. So come to the next paragraph, students. Now, why did I have to come here? Said he to the dog. It is the lion who rules the forest in these parts. The lion, who is he? So the bear said to the dog that why did I come here? This is not my area. Here, this is the area of lion, and he rules the forest in these parts, so I must not have come here. The lion, who is he? So the dog was very surprised and he asked, the lion, who is the lion? Don't you know he is the strongest beast on earth? So the bear replied, but don't you know the lion is the strongest beast? Beast means animal on the earth. Well then, I'll say goodbye to you, bear. I want a master who is stronger than anyone on earth. So what the dog did? He bade goodbye to the bear also, because he wanted the strongest animal, the strongest master actually on this earth. Now come to the next 8th paragraph. And off the dog went to ask the lion to be his master. Then he went to the lion and he asked him the same question, that would he like to be his master. The lion agreed to it, and the dog stayed with him and served him for a long time. So the lion, obviously in the forest, the lion is the strongest beast, the strongest animal. So there was no problem now, and the dog lived with him. Stayed means lived with him for a longer period of time, and he served him. He became his servant. It was a good life, and he had nothing to complain of, for there was no stronger beast in the forest than the lion. So now the dog did not have any complaint because he was living with the strongest beast. in the forest, and there was no one stronger than the lion in the forest. And no one dared touch the dog or offend him in any way. And now he was not scared of anyone because he was living under such a such a strong beast, such a strong animal in the forest. So I hope you are enjoying the story. Students, come to the ninth paragraph. But one day the two of them were walking side by side along a path that ran amid bare cliffs when all of a sudden the lion stopped. Then what happened? One day they both were walking side by side, parallel, along a path that ran amid bare cliffs. And that path means the road, you can say. That road was amid means between bare cliffs. Cliffs means the meaning is given here a steep high rock often at the edge of the sea. So just you can understand it's a kind of rock. Okay, so this path, this road was between the cliffs, between the rocks, when all of a sudden the lion stopped. And when they were moving amid the bare cliffs, suddenly the lion stopped. He gave a great roar and struck the ground angrily with his paw. Paw means the foot of the lion, with such force that a hole formed there. So suddenly what the lion started doing, he gave a great roar. Roar means the sound of the lion, and struck the ground, and he started striking the ground in anger with his foot, with his paw, and with such force that a hole formed there. When he struck the ground with his paw, a hole was formed there because he was in so much anger. He was so angry. The lion was so angry that all his anger he showed through the striking of the ground. Then he began to back away very quietly. Then, after doing this, he started moving back very quietly. Like it was the only option in front of him to move back because he was helpless, he can't do anything. What is it, master? Is anything wrong? Asked the dog, surprised. Now, the dog was surprised that why the lion has stopped and why he was so angry. So he asked him that what is it, master? What happened? Is there anything wrong? I smell a man coming this way, the lion said. We would better run for it or we will be in trouble. So the lion said, I smell a man, that I can smell a man, and that man is coming this way, and we would better run for it or we will be in trouble. Trouble means any problem. So we should run away from here, otherwise we will be in problem. Oh well, then I'll say goodbye to you, lion. I want a master who is stronger than anyone on earth. So what the dog did? Again he said goodbye to the lion, and he said that I want a master who is stronger than anyone on earth. He wanted the strongest master on the earth. Now come to the last paragraph, students. And off the dog went to join the man, and he stayed with him and served him faithfully. Faithfully means loyally. This happened long, long ago, but to this day, the dog is man's most loyal servant and knows no other master. So, then the dog went to join the man. He went to the man and he asked him that would he like to be his master, and the man also agreed, and from that time he stayed with him. The dog stayed, the dog lived with the man and served him faithfully, very loyally. And this happened long, long ago. And this incident happened long ago. But from that day to this day, the dog is still the man's most loyal servant and knows no other master. And still today, the dog serves the man and he knows no other master. So, this is how the dog became the servant of the man. The humans, they controlled the dogs, and the dog became the most faithful, most loyal servant of the man, and he found a new master for himself, who was the strongest master, who was stronger than anyone on earth. So, students, many of you must have a dog as your pet in your home, and many of you must have lot of attachment with your pet. Okay, so you just tell me what are the characteristics of dogs as a pet, like they are loyal, and what else do you observe in your pet dog. Okay, so their characteristics, their qualities, you have to at least 3 4 qualities you have to tell. You can comment in the comment section below, so that will be a fun. So this chapter is complete. In the next video we will discuss the question answers of this chapter. Till then, you read this chapter again